Hey, everybody, welcome back to Ventthis. And I am in such a very good mood because we have a very fun and exciting special guest today. He's been on General Hospital as a paramedic, something, by the way, he's highly qualified to do. But he isn't just an actor, he's a TV host. He's been on improv comedy. He's a comedy nerd. He's been on the prank panel opposite Johnny Knoxville. He's been on Jimmy Kimmel and 911, that TV show. It's also worth noting that is a medically retired from the Air Force. He's a medic and a two-time testicular cancer survivor. And I really so happy and appreciate that he's here. Please welcome BJ Lange. Woo-hoo!
Hey, thank you very much, Chris. Thanks for having me. And it's awesome to be here on Ventthis. I'm very appreciative because my current therapist charges a lot of money. So thank you for inviting me to therapy. This is exactly what I need right now.
We're cheap. Therapy.
That's good.
Yeah, we're cheap. That's great. That's great. All right. Well, we want to hear a little bit more about BJ, but before we do that, everybody stay tuned. Don't leave your chairs. We'll be right back to talk to BJ.
All right. First of all, that opening was amazing. I don't know if you all just missed that, but I hope you were paying attention. That was a beautiful opening. Hey, I'm BJ. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, summers in Texas, and I'm a private pilot. So there you go. Aside from being an actor and comedian and Second City graduate, current teacher at the Second City, I also try to fly airplanes for fun. I'm a private pilot.
Do you have the instrument rating as well?
I'm working on my instrument rating. I'm doing that right now, as a matter of fact.
How cool. How cool. Any weird things that went weird in the sky that you can, I hope not, but if anything did.
No, I've not noticed anything weird or strange or, anything like that. But just the fact that by getting involved with aviation, you are prone to spending what we call in aviation a $100 hamburger, because you're going to spend well over $100 just to go get lunch, because that's what pilots do. So it's very expensive.
Have you ever flown from LA to, let's say, San Diego for lunch or Montesano? Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Montgomery Field down in San Diego, they have an awesome Mexican restaurant. Rosamond Sky Park out in the Mojave Desert has an Italian restaurant. And one of my absolute favorite places to fly to is in Camarillo over in Ventura County, because it's the home of the Waypoint Cafe. And they still use one of my favorite hosting videos for their restaurant. That was like 12 years ago. Beautiful place to go eat lunch if you're in SoCal. Nice
to know that. That's great. All right. I'm not sure I'm ready to get on an airplane with BJ, because I don't like flying in general, but props to you.
Well, yeah, Chris, I know you don't like flying, but I know you sent me earlier the video of your nephew and you were like, this is crazy. It sounds like your nephew likes to fly, at least for a little bit of time.
You know what? I'm so happy you brought that up. He doesn't fly. What he does is he jumps out of airplanes. He was on Facebook and he posted this video, and I wrote on the comments, I said, thank God that wasn't you. And he writes back, Auntie, that was me. I'm like, are you out of your mind? He jumped from 14,000 feet, free fell for 90 seconds, he said, and then opened up, I guess they call the parachute a canopy. And did that for eight, you ought to know, 8 minutes, and he landed. I'm like, why do you want to put us through that? Why? It's just horrible. He goes, oh, it's a blast. Anyway, thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah, well, hey, as a private pilot, I will tell you, I have absolutely zero interest in jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. I would rather fly the plane than jump out of it.
Here. How high do you go? What's the altitude?
Well, so I fly single engine land aircraft and mostly Cessna 172. So service ceilings just over, I think, 11,000, something like that. But it's very rare that we ever get up that high.
Okay. And you're always with your instructor, right? You can't do it alone?
No, I'm a private pilot. But now that I'm working on my instrument rating, then I am with my instructor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can fly at night when you're...
Yeah, sure. Within VFR conditions. So where I can see the ground or have, navigation access, that kind of stuff.
All
Yeah,
right.
visual flight rules. You should come flying with me sometime.
No, that's okay. I'll be up there, waving at you when you're up in the sky.
That's
Gary can go, our engineer. He'll be going with you.
hey, engineer Gary is always welcome to come with me. He knows about the Waypoint Cafe and mentioned to me. I saw him over in the other studio saying that they have really good shakes. That is an absolute fact at Waypoint.
Wow, I love good shakes. Cool.
Oh, delicious. Yeah. Chris, I know that people write into the show at ventthis.org and they can put in multiple things that they want to perhaps vent about. And I saw some of the people, saw some of their options that they wrote in. I'm excited for today.
And me too. So you guys write in after you see BJ. We hope he comes back after this. Maybe he won't because he won't like it or have fun, but we hope he comes back. So write in and let us know. And today's episode, by the way, is titled "The Crazies Are Back." And we've got some, again, I say this every time, wackadoodle events. And if you want, I think we can get started. You want to start with the events, BJ?
Let's do it. Let's do it. The Crazies are back. Here we go.
All right, here we go. I'll read the first vent. Oh, my fiance confessed to me that during college, she was an adult film star. Oh, my God. Okay, she needed to make money, but holy F-U-C-K, we'll bleep that out. We don't like a cuss. But what happened to waitressing? I know you guys aren't therapists, but this seriously feels like a cold shower just hit me. I'm thinking to end this. I'm too emotional to think straight. One of my buddies thought this would be a great story for my kids. What?
Yeah. Well, cold shower, I agree. I probably have to take one after watching her videos anyway. And by the way, $2.13 an hour in Missouri. My sister is a server. It's $2.13 an hour still to be a server there. It's $2.13 plus tips. So hello, this is just proof that we need more scholarships, perhaps.
Yeah, well, the so that's not a bad pay, as she's a waitress, you said?
Yeah, $2.13 an hour is what she makes. So I understand that. Yeah, I understand that that this woman, which it's her right, needed to supplement her income. It's expensive for college. We don't know her financial situation. So she was like, I'm going to go and do this. But I have a lot of questions before we even dig into it.
Okay, but wait, BJ, if that were your girlfriend or fiance, what would you do?
So I'm assuming, just like him, that I found this out later on. I didn't know this early on. She didn't share this with me ahead of time. Now, I'm not gonna this. It's her choice, But the question I suppose that remains is like, when do you tell that person? Like, should you tell that person? So that there isn't anything that you find out baggage later on. But did he get her autograph? I'm just curious.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I wonder if he ever rented one of her videos.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, here's what's interesting. In the vent, the writer said that one of my buddies thought that this was a great story to tell my kids. So in other words, maybe his buddies saw the videos.
Oh God, that's even worse. Can you imagine your friends knowing what your fiance looks like, butt ass naked? How would you feel about that? I think that's his biggest problem.
Well, okay, so maybe that is his problem, but I would use it to my advantage of like, yeah, that's right. That's what I have.
So you
what about it? Listen, at the end of the day, I'm engaged to this person. So clearly I love this person.
Yeah.
All right. I understand that you withheld some sort of information from me, probably, because it's going to make me feel whatever, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be okay with it. Like me personally, I know that, but I'm curious to know, you said, the writer says, let me go back and look at the email. Okay. That she was an adult film star. Now that's open to interpretation. Like, are we saying, okay, well,
you're naked and you're in bed with another guy. Hello.
Okay. So yeah, but Chris, at what level? Are we talking that she was doing cake sitting? Are we talking that she was hardcore? Was she just background? Was she the person that like sits in the corner and like watches something happen to her husband. You don't like, there's levels of adult film star. Are you cool with any of them?
I'm not cool with any of them. Imagine your friends come over and go, "Hey, BJ, man,
What about it?
Katie, your fiance, she's got one look hot
I don't.
bod."
Okay,
Well,
okay. Chris. I don't think my friends are going to say that though. I think
they're
my friends are
thinking
going
it
to go,
though.
yes.
They're thinking it.
And I'm sure they do. Like George Carlin said, what's a guy got to do to be able to wax his carrot? Like that.
Oh God! Oh God! I've never even heard that before. That's disgusting.
I'm curious. Did she actually make it through college? What if this helped and she paid off all of her debt, and now he doesn't have to take that on?
So you're the optimist. You're the eternal optimist. You don't see.
I mean, think.
Okay.
No, Chris. There's benefits here to this situation. Think about what she brings to the relationship, like in bed. My concern, if it were me, is that I'm not able to live up to the standard that she might be used to professionally in bed, that I would be a little in my mind about it.
Oh, so you think you won't be able to perform because she's been in with all these different guys, and
it's not about that. It's just my skill level might not be of their skill level.
Oh, for heaven's sakes!
But maybe she taught him a few things. So, like, think of the benefits there for him. I don't know what his real problem is with this, other than like, she was a porn star. Like, what about it? So that's her choice, Yeah.
So you're okay with it, basically.
100%.
So you're telling the Ventthor not to break up with her?
No, unless there's something that he's withholding from this vent when he wrote into the show. I personally don't see it as a problem. Okay. Obviously they're gonna have to work it out. Like, maybe she should have said something beforehand, but it is what it is. You're already engaged to the person. You already love the person. So what?
Okay.
Now, the question still remains at the end of the email about, like, should you tell this to your kids? Maybe not.
As if they could, that kind of stuff always comes out. Come on. It always just comes, somebody's father saw it, or somebody, hey.
I'm sorry, Kim. I'm sorry, Chris. Did you say it always comes? Say again.
Oh God, don't go there.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm just
BJ,
making sure
this is a PG rated podcast.
My apologies. Well, shout out to that guy. Shout out to that guy for he's hanging in there.
Oh God. Okay. All right then. So maybe it's time we move on to the next vent. What do you say, BJ?
All right, Chris.
This is a man's opinion. He doesn't think you ought to break up. I think it's a weird thing. That's my bottom line. But maybe you guys think.
I think he's jealous.
Okay. Ventthor, write us back. Let us know what happened. BJ wants to know.
Yeah, and for research purposes, if the videos are still up, I'm curious. For research purposes, for part 2 of my vent.
All right.
For science, Chris. It's for science.
Jesus. All right, let's go on to the next vent. We've exhausted this. All right, here's the next one. Everyone who listens to this podcast, please don't judge me. I'm 72 years old, but I look like I'm 52, and I'm very active for my age. Nice. You know what they say, 70s are the new 50s? Okay. I started dating this wonderful man, but after 4 months, he hasn't asked me to spend the night. I don't want to look pushy, but what's his problem? Well, I found out he wears dentures and takes them out at night, and that kind of turned me off. I can't have sex with a man who can't form a word when his teeth are missing. Go ahead. I can hear the backlash. I mean, yeah, this is a tough. I don't think you're like this. I don't think you sound like that. I think you still sound normal. It just might look weird that you don't have teeth. But I got to tell you, okay, call me, superficial. That would bug me. If I was like all looking pretty and whatever, and, all of a sudden I look over to turn the light off and there's teeth on the side of the table. First of all, I'd scream out of my mind, go, what the hell is that? And it would turn the whole thing off. That's my 2 cents. What do you say?
I think this vent is in 2 parts.
Okay.
One, she's upset that she's not, that she might be interested in staying the night. Okay, that's part one, which I don't think necessarily is related to the fact that she just found out that he wears dentures. Listen, as a medical, nerd,
Yeah.
getting old sucks. It's part of life. This guy's trying to take care of himself. And I say again, just like I said in the last vent, I'm going to try to find the silver lining in everything because that's just how I roll. I mean, let's just say hypothetically you stay the night. Okay, she stays the night. She has an upset belly. And
Guess what?
isn't it
Guess
convenient?
what?
An upset belly.
Okay.
Her stomach is a little wonky. Well, it's convenient that there's Alka-Seltzer right there on the nightstand.
So you're saying he puts the dentures in the Alka-Seltzer?
Yeah, because you got to clean them. So maybe that's what plop, plop, fizz, fizz. What a relief it is that now she doesn't have to get up and walk in to the kitchen and get a glass of water.
Wait a minute. You're telling me she should drink the Alka-Seltzer with his dentures in the water?
Hey, if you get married, far worse things are going to happen. I'm just saying that there is a benefit there. And the guy is trying to take care of himself. He wants to be acceptable, so he went and got nice dentures. She just found this out. Do you still like the guy? Like, what is the big hang up? So maybe just like socks during sex, maybe you put the teeth back in if that makes her feel more comfortable.
Imagine if I said to you, BJ, I really like you a lot, but would you mind putting your teeth back in while we're, sleeping together?
Yeah.
How would you feel about that?
I mean,
yeah.
Okay. So if you had a legitimate request and you wanted something that would make you feel more comfortable with me and more open to whatever, I'm within reason, I would accept it. Now, that said, I had college professors, voice and dialect teachers, who would argue that using the dentures is probably important just to be able to communicate for enunciation, of words. And maybe kissing is kind of weird too, because you're up against your gums. You don't have the teeth to press against. So that might be weird. But in my younger days, I might have been happy to hang out with a woman that had dentures.
Why?
Moving on, Chris. Moving on.
Oh my God!
This is a family show. I'm so sorry.
I just had a weird visual. Thanks a lot, BJ. That's disgusting. All right. I mean,
by the way,
yeah.
I'm so let's just shout out. Can we break this vent down?
Yeah.
All right. Let's break this vent down. So the first two sentences of this woman, it is a woman, I believe, woman's vent. We're not going to judge you. She's a 72-year-old woman, but she believes she looks 52. Shout out to you for that. That's awesome. And way to stay active. And 70s the new 50s. Great. Okay. My question is, how many 70-year-olds do you know that have all of their original teeth that have had like very little dental work done? It's probably unlikely. So this person's trying to do the best they can with what they got.
But why can't he just leave? I mean, unless they're married and they sleep together every night. I'm assuming she comes over on the weekends. So one weekend or one night, he just keeps the dentures in. And then he tells her later, like, hey, by the way, I have dentures and I take them out at night, but I hope that doesn't bother you. And if it does, that's okay too. We'll work it out. But just leave the damn dentures in for that one night.
No, I'm totally with you. That's a fair request.
Yeah.
Just like I said with like wearing socks, like, hun, let's keep our socks on. I don't know what some people like that. That's fair. It also sounds like she didn't know because he didn't tell her that he wears dentures. So she kind of found out maybe by going into his bathroom or whatever, but maybe he's embarrassed about it.
I think he said he told her.
Let's see.
You have the vent right there?
Yeah, I do. It says, ask me. I started, but after 4 months, I have to spend the night. Okay, well, I found out he wears dentures.
So then he must have. Yeah, see, I wish our Ventthis would be a little bit more explicit.
That's why I have so many questions.
I know. Were they next to her? Did she knock them over? Did she pick them up, throw them away? I mean, we need more information. Did he tell her?
Correct. Did he tell? What if she like went to his bathroom, opened up, he has a second pair in there. You didn't realize that they're his, and you think this person like collects teeth. It's kind of scary. Imagine like you're there for a nice date. You open up the medicine cabinet to grab some Advil.
And there's a roll.
A set of teeth in there. Yeah.
I'd leave. I'm sorry. I'd leave. I couldn't handle that. But you're right.
Here's my question. Does he have different type of teeth? Does he have a grill? Like, how do we know he's not a rapper? And he might have like, like a grill. Maybe he should get a grill. She might be into that. The hip hop.
Yeah. I mean, well, if she's 70, he's got to. BJ's making weird faces. Yeah. Go to the YouTube channel, see how weird he is. No, but I mean, I'm just saying, it's like he's 70 years old. I don't think he's going to be a rapper, or maybe he's older. I don't know. Maybe he's younger. But all right, I'm with her. I think if they can if they love each other or are really into each other, they can make a compromise. Look, honey, when I'm spending the night, just keep your dentures on, okay? Although, oh my God, what if they fell out while they were doing it? Oh my God, I think I would have a heart attack. Can you imagine if they fell out at the wrong time? Oh God. Oh God, this is a problem. I don't know.
At least you wouldn't have to worry about being nibbled on in your private parts, if he took them out. Gum to gum action. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well,
that's fair.
I don't know what to say. This is such a weird vent, but I always say we get the.
It is a weird one.
Yeah. But look, lady, if you want to work this out, just talk to your guy. Ask him, and if you can't deal with it because he's got, the gum showing, ask him to grow a mustache. I don't know. Either work it out or leave him. What else can you say?
What if she has like a grandfather fetish? And babe, take those out. I actually like that.
Well,
here, hand me some of that hard candy. That turns me on. Here, show me your Medicare Part D supplement.
All right.
It could turn her on.
Well, if the 70s are the new 50s, I kind of think she's not in that kind of whatever. But lady Ventthis, write us back. Tell us what happened. I hope you don't break up. I
don't either. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Think of the benefits. All right, Chris, I know more people wrote in here at ventthis.org with another vent. What do you got?
All right, here we go, BJ. Okay, I'm not going to scream, but I just went to Ralph's and I'm about to park my car, and this bozo leaves her shopping cart in the spot I was going to park in. She was, I know, she was on her cell phone and standing in the spot and was completely oblivious to me. I literally waited for 1 minute. Oh my God, he's patient, hoping she would see me, but nope. She left her car in my spot and walked away. Okay, I'm getting infuriated just reading this.
Yeah. There's a lot to break down here, Chris. First of all, those that don't know, well, I know there's a lot of Ventthis fans that are outside of Southern California. In case you did not know, the Ventthor said they went to Ralph's. That's Kroger for the rest of the United States.
Oh, yeah.
And you should know, in case you did not know, I have to be empathetic. I suppose that's the actor in me. And I put it on myself like I was in this person's situation. Now, Engineer Gary, Chris, myself, all here in Southern California, we know how chaotic some of these parking lots can be in SoCal.
100%.
I mean, go to Burbank Costco anytime, it's complete chaos. So I understand how hard it is to get a parking spot. And let's just say hypothetically that you were not in a hurry and you did have the luxury of waiting for a whole minute because it might be the only spot that's open. That is a giant pain in the ass.
Yep.
To have someone leave their cart there. And I cannot stand people that don't put their carts back.
Me too. Me too. Because now you got to you either go for another. I heard some like you go for another spot if there is one, or now you got to get
Mhm.
out of your car, put the cart back, and pull in. Really, people, are you that inconsiderate? You.
Here, but something doesn't sound right, Chris.
What do you mean?
Okay, so the math isn't math in here. Think about this. She's sitting in her car. I assume it's a her.
No,
Did they
oh,
say it?
I
I
don't
don't think they
know. I
said.
don't think it is.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think they said. So the Venter is sitting in their car as a woman is in an open spot with a cart.
Yeah.
Okay, where's that person's car? Is it in the spot in the spot next to that open spot? So why doesn't the Venter just take, when the lady pulls out, take her spot? Or did they walk over somewhere? You know what I mean? The math doesn't quite math there.
Yeah. Unless she just stopped in that spot, looked at her cell phone to respond to something, and then
Right.
the conversation
Left
kept
the
going,
cart.
and then the place where you put the carts is far away. I don't know. That's the problem.
That's known as the cart corral. That's the cart corral, Chris.
Wait,
You need to know where it is.
but didn't you know somebody, or you heard about a ninja guy? What is that
Yeah.
story?
He's not so much a ninja. He's the cart narc. Cart narc on Instagram. Oh, he's hilarious. Have you watched it?
No.
Oh, we got to show Ventthis fans a little bit of the cart narc. Here's a clip.
Excuse me, sir, but that's not where the carts go.
Shut up and mind your own business.
And that's why it doesn't pay to be a lazybones. I want you inside me, cart narc. Cart narcs!
Like I said, so he will come after you if you don't put the cart back. And that's kind of like me. I wish I had the time to do that.
So is he? How did this whole thing come about? Like, where did this guy come from? For God's sakes!
You know what it
him.
is? I mean, you should be. And everyone should be afraid of the cart narc. But here's the thing. You don't have nothing to fear if you're a good quality human being who puts the damn cart back in the cart corral.
Which I do every single time. Doesn't matter where it is. Yeah, Gary, our engineer, does the same thing. Because we're good people. You cart, what do we call them? The people who leave their carts and then walk away, where they cart abandoned.
Dirt bags.
Oh, yeah, good one. You cart dirt bags. I mean, come on. What does it take to walk over your cart and just go onto your car? And the fact that that person was on their cell phone. Oh my God. We got so many events about people on their cell phones, but I would like to see that cart narc.
Cart narc, yeah.
Yeah. Is that in every grocery store? Where is he?
You never he's kind of like
He just shows
Krampus.
up.
Yeah, he's like Krampus. You don't know when he's going to show up, so you better watch out. You better not cry. You better put your cart back, or he's going to punch you in the eye.
Nice. Did you just make that up?
I did. I'm an improviser.
Holy
I'm also
shit.
available for weddings and divorce parties. Listen, I will divorce you if you are not a kind person who could put the cart back. I know how crazy we are in SoCal with like time. Listen, it is not as easy as where I'm from in the Midwest to just simply go to the grocery store here.
Yeah.
It is an absolute excursion.
Yeah.
And a pain in the ass.
I'll tell you, and I love Trader Joe's. I'm not putting Trader Joe's down, but the one near me is you have to drive and drive. It's always packed to find a spot. And when you finally find, and then you can't pull in because a stupid cart is there. You know, sometimes I shop at Gelson's. They have a gigantic parking lot. But certain times of the day, packed. So I would employ that cart narc guy in every, start a company and have them in every single parking lot and make sure that people are afraid to leave their carts in a spot. That's why.
This is what, shout out to the cart narc. This is why the Germans are so smart.
Yeah.
When you go to Aldi, you got to put the quarter or the token in. By the way, when I was in Europe, it's a euro. It's so one whole euro in order to take the cart. I think it's still in the States. I haven't been to Aldi in a while, but it was like a quarter when I went home over the holidays. So, I mean, that's why they do that. So you put your cart back and then you get the money. So maybe we need to do something like that.
Yeah, maybe we do that. And then you get your money back when you put that's a good idea.
Also, I hate to be so analytical, but like if this, as an actor, like all I have is the text that I was given. So like I got to make choices based on it.
Yeah.
So like you said, sometimes the Ventthis don't give definitive information. We need a little bit more specificity, which is why we always ask you guys to write back so we can know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
So she said it was, quote, her spot. What do you mean it was your spot? That immediately gives me a red flag.
I'm with you. I'm with you, BJ. Moral of the story is, people, just put your carts back. It makes life a better place. That's it.
But there's some benefit there. Again, a benefit. Silver lining, BJ, always think of it as a blessing. The lady gave you a card. You go to Costco in Burbank on the weekends. You got to wait till someone brings one from the parking lot. So maybe she left it for you. So maybe she could have put it at the edge of the parking thing so you could pull in there.
BJ.
By the way, have you ever been... See, I try to keep it positive.
Yeah.
I try to keep it positive.
That's good. That's good.
Chris, you ever drive around a parking lot and then you try to, you go to pull into a spot and then you realize it's a motorcycle last minute?
Oh my God, that drives me nuts. Nuts. BJ, that's the thing. If you're circling around the parking lot and you go, oh my God, I found a spot. And as you pull in, there's this stupid
smart car.
Oh, yeah, a smart car or a motorcycle, and you want to just,
By the way, as a motorcyclist.
Oh, you're that too?
You are welcome for my service when I pull all the way to the front, to the head end of the parking spot, just to mess with you. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's so annoying. So annoying. All right, well,
by the way, what if this, so sorry. What if this was a handicap spot? Then that lady really is an ass. The lady, that was like left it there in the handicap spot, because then the person's got to get out, move the cart. I mean, everyone does, but it's even more so if you have a physical limitation, your ambulatory issues. So
yes.
Yeah.
People, let's say it again. Put your
cart back,
or the cart narc will be there.
That's right. You better watch out.
All right. Well, I think we did it all. I think we got all the vents in there, BJ. This has been a lot of fun. You're really good.
I need to keep doing it. I need to come back. I mean, not just because, I do enjoy hanging out with you, Chris, and being here on Ventthis, but like, I kind of need this.
Therapy for you?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it gives me a place to vent.
That's hilarious. Yeah, this is a place to come to for your events, people, and save your money on therapy. But it's been a lot of fun. And we always say every time we close the show, watch us on YouTube. Please subscribe to us. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok. Go to our website, ventthis.org. Send in your vents. You'll see a little box. You can write in your vents. It's so easy. That's where we get them all. And you can also, if you wanted to, I don't know if our phone number is still working. I think it is. But there was a time where you could call in. Yeah, you still can call in.
Yeah, I saw that on there. It's still on there, yeah.
It's still on there? Okay.
Yeah.
And you can hear your voice on the show, your vent. So I think Engineer Gary, since we haven't used it in a while, is trying to get us a phone number. It's right. It's 818-570-3575, 2575. Oh gosh. I see.
We'll give you the right number. Gary's going to put it in the chat and we'll read it for you here. But let me just say, Chris, that if the woman from the first vent is here, please do call into that number. Hopefully I got the cell phone and can answer it. I'd like to talk to you.
Oh, the porn star.
No, she's a professional. Please, she's an adult actress.
Oh, okay, sure. Try telling that to Meryl Streep or Nicole Kidman.
Sure.
Oh, she's a professional actress. Oh, Gary gave us the right number. It's if you want to call in your vent, we will play it on the air. It's 818-570-2535. Sorry, I made a mistake earlier because we haven't used it in a while, but we love getting voicemail vents. Oh my God, please. And have you got anything to plug for us, BJ, that you're up to?
Yeah, I do. I'm a busy boy, especially late spring, early summer. May 2nd, I'll be in St. Louis. If there's any Midwest venters out there, I'll be playing with Comedy Sports St. Louis. I'll also be at the Indianapolis 500 on behalf of the Testicular Cancer Awareness Foundation from the 9th through the 15th of May in Indianapolis. And the Department of Defense Warrior Games, I'll be representing Team Air Force as the team correspondent you can watch on ESPN.
Wow.
That'll be June 13th through the 20th. And for SoCal folks here in the Southland, I am a teaching artist and a co-director at the Geffen Playhouse. Our annual Beyond the Barracks Geffen Playhouse Veterans Monologue Writing and Performance Workshop will be on Tuesday, August 4th. And tickets are very, very cheap. Normally they're like $1. And we support our vets with that. And you can check out my two-man improv comedy team, Tacklebox Improv. We'll be at the Orlando Improv Festival, and we will also be in Tampa at the Countdown Improv Festival from the 7th through the 9th of August.
BJ,
Thanks for having me, Chris.
How are you going to come back? You're never going to be, you're not around.
I'm like, well, yeah. I can, it'll work out. Luckily, we can record remotely.
That's true. Okay, cool. You're not flying to these places, are you?
Commercially, not privately.
Okay.
120 knots, max speed would take me forever just to get to Vegas from LA.
120 knot speed would be the equivalent of what, let's say, on a car?
About maybe 135, but that's assuming there's no wind.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. Well, this has been a blast, BJ. We're going to find you. You got to come back. And everybody, please, like we said, watch us on YouTube, subscribe to us. We love you. And see you soon.
Thanks for having me. Bye, Ventthis.
We can't do this alone. A big shout out to our outstanding production team. Sound engineer Gary, Loretta, the voice, slicer and dicer Isabella, and marketing master Greg. He can sell you your own shadow for a fair price. Ventthis, because therapy is expensive.